You are definitely getting banned off Twitter now. Yeah, I know, bro. I know. Twitter CEO Parag Agrawal just announced Elon Musk will be joining the Twitter board of directors. Sweet, dude. That's going to be sick. I'm excited to share that we're appointing Elon Musk to our board. Through conversation with Elon in recent weeks, it became clear to us he would bring great value to our board. Yeah, great value, dude. I love the idea of a guy who routinely posts like 9gag posts to get all the soy-facing weirdos to be like, oh, Pog, he's just like us. So I just want to say a couple things here, okay? I think Elon Musk becoming a major shareholder on Twitter, like the largest shareholder of Twitter, and then immediately being placed on the board is awesome. Why is it awesome? I mean, it's devastating, it's terrifying, but why is it awesome? It shows, once again, how the system works. Okay, that a board of directors is not actually, working on making the product better, making it better for consumers in any meaningful capacity. It's pay to win, okay? It's pay to play and it's pay to win. You as the average citizen have no power. You could literally make 1 million fucking change.org petitions and you would never be able to get a fraction of the power that a billionaire has. And it's wonderful to see. Like, he has no qualifications for it whatsoever. He's not even a good poster. And that's it. So my hope, however, is that he'll at least get Trump unbanned. So for people who are saying like, stop using Twitter, it's a dangerous platform or whatever, like there's nothing you can do. It is literally the fucking town hall, Cat's out of the bag. You can't fucking put the toothpaste back in the tube. People are using Twitter. That's it. There's no alternative there. Why is this terrifying? It should benefit you because Twitter has a problem with censoring free speech. Elon made it clear that he will solve it. Dude, are you fucking kidding me? We're talking about a guy who literally called someone a pedophile, called one of the divers in Thailand a pedophile. Then the guy sued him. Okay, he had no evidence whatsoever and was able to defeat the diver in the marketplace of ideas, or not the marketplace of ideas. He was able to fucking literally win the fucking lawsuit by just showing up and testifying in court. That's how powerful Elon Musk is. He's not a fucking, he's not a fan of free speech. What are you, stupid? He's literally a fucking billionaire, dude. No billionaire's a fan of free speech. You mad, bro? I mean, guys, you can get mad at me all you want. Okay, nice straw man, buddy. What nice straw man, buddy? What is happening? Why are you guys milking Elon Musk's cock right now in my chat? Like, what the fuck is happening? This dude literally manipulated shares by posting on Twitter. This dude is not like, he's not like an actual fucking fan of free speech in any meaningful capacity. No American or Westoid is like legitimately a fucking fan of free speech. There's like very few intellectually honest free speech defenders. You know what I mean? Most of them are just saying like free speech is when I defend values that I care about, like hate speech and being able to say hate speech without repercussions. And free speech is not about like, whistleblowers, people who are leaking government secrets. Free speech is not about like the actual things that free speech is supposed to protect, which is like those who are challenging the pre-existing hierarchy that is dominating all of our lives. One that of course is capitalist and all of our institutions are, designed to protect that. I guess people don't realize that acquiring a media outlet influence or outright ownership is billionaire playbook 101. Yeah. Like Jeff Bezos buys Washington Post and you guys are understandably upset about that. But when Elon fucking becomes like the plurality shareholder of fucking Twitter, you're not seeing that as damaging and as scary. What the fuck? Just say you stand certain billionaires and others and hate others, I guess. Yeah, I mean, free speech, despite calling himself a free speech absolutist, Elon Musk has a history of retaliation against employees and critics. Yeah, free speech absolutist. Try to say some shit. Try to be a Tesla owner who like fucking, talks about its product and how you don't like it. Free speech absolutist, dude. He's a huge libertarian. That's why, right to repair, right? It's just like you're a dumb lizard-brained weirdo fucking got sucked into the memes, like the 8-year-old memes, and now you think that's actually great. Like, you think he's cool because he posts memes.
There's a possibility you are not, because so many conservatives have looked at the anti-conservative bias that Twitter has exhibited very clearly over the last couple of years, and they go, you know what, Twitter hates me. I'm not going to get on it. But you might want to change your mind if something happens, because yesterday on this show we announced that Elon Musk bought a little less than 10% of Twitter. And so now the question is, will Elon Musk make it more mainstream, more down the middle, less to the left?
Well, he tweeted out, he said, do you want an edit button? And then he attached yes or no, his own little survey here. And I would say conservatives would say no, we don't want edit buttons, we don't want to be censored. But Twitter is known for censoring certain stories, and they're known for shutting you down if you're a conservative. So I'm sure this really freaked Twitter out.
Well,
right?
the whole idea behind an edit button, and Jack Dorsey has said as recently as 2020, he said we'll never have that, is that if you do a tweet and you misspell something, you can't fix it.
Like on Instagram, you can edit your post after you post it.
But
Yeah, on Twitter, it's done.
Twitter made very sure that you couldn't do that. In fact, the CEO, after he tweeted that out, said, he went on Twitter and he said, the consequences of this poll will be very important. Please vote carefully.
Would you remember that's exactly what Elon Musk said about a week ago.
Great idea, by the way, to run a Twitter poll, like one of the most easily botted. Like you don't even need incredible amounts of knowledge to be able to bot a fucking Twitter poll. Awesome. Yeah, bet Elon. Hey, guess what? Elon doesn't need an edit button because he could just go to court if he's sued for libel and justifiably and understandably sued for libel, and he could just say, "Lol, I was just kidding," and get away with it. So
I feel like this is a place where free speech is stifled, and it was a 70% of people who answered his poll said that it was, and he said, "Please answer carefully. This poll is important." Turns out shortly after that, he went and bought the largest stake in Twitter.
He owns 9.2%. It's worth $3.5 billion now. And then Twitter stock surged 30% because of this. You know, he's an inventor, and he recognizes that free speech is under assault, and he put his money where his mouth is. And he has enough money to take over this platform.
Dude, I love Fox News. I love Fox News, who are like, there are bad billionaires and good billionaires. Bad billionaires are the ones that we don't like. Those are pedophiles. Good billionaires, on the other hand, are the billionaires that we do like. Those are good. They're intellectually honest and defenders of free speech. How do you not realize, how do you not recognize that these are literally all demigods? They are. They are basically demigods. They have the power of deities, okay? All of our institutions are defending them for the most part. Your arguments against fucking Jeff Bezos just revolve around, Jeff Bezos being like, I guess, pro-gay or something. Not that it fucking matters. It's wild. It is actually fucking wild.
And I don't see him as someone who would want to censor. So I'm sure a lot of people are worried about this. But the question is, do you want these platforms that offer free speech? And even if that means it's speech you don't like. But he's been a patriot. Don't you? I mean, he owns this electric car company. All the left should love him, and they don't, because he's actually producing something that they're in favor of. These electric.
Wait, what? First of all, I mean, you're just showcasing it. Like, it's not just about producing something that the left wants, okay? Yeah, I am theoretically in favor of government subsidies going towards renewable energy initiatives, okay? But the problem in that situation is that they also need to, have regular labor union standards, allow unionization to occur, have safety measures, not get sued into fucking oblivion for racial discrimination in the workplace. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff there that's really fucking annoying. Not only that, but also pay a larger percentage of your fucking yearly revenue growth in taxes in the same way that the average American citizen does. I don't think that's a ridiculous expectation.
Electric cars to get us away from oil and gas independence.
And where did he move?
Or dependency.
Where did he move the company? He moved it to Texas.
Texas, yep.
Right. But he was so brave. He said that extraordinary times.
He did pay taxes on Mega Law. I know he did, okay? Especially this past year. Elon Musk simps. I know, okay? This is the wealthiest person on the fucking planet. Obviously, I'm very familiar with what he does and doesn't do. Like deliver the Roadster, or deliver the pickup truck, or deliver anything really that he has claimed he was going to deliver over the course of the years, with the exception of the Teslas that he has. God, Elon simps are so fucking weird and gross. It's so fucking wild, okay? You don't make $1,000 million without working super duper hard and being honest and grassroots. Yeah, exactly. Most of the arguments that are in defense of Elon Musk unironically revolve around this designated marketing campaign that he has created, where people think he's fucking Tony Stark. That's it. You literally think he's a Marvel superhero, Tony Stark. He built Teslas on his own. He made all of that.
All for extraordinary measures. We need to be producing more oil and gas, even though that's going to hurt his bottom line. He was a patriot, saying our gas prices have gone so high, people can't afford electric cars yet. We don't have enough of them yet. So in the meantime, we need to produce more oil and gas.
Well, he's been a critic of Joe Biden's. He moved.
There was a pandemic that destroyed the economy, and you're upset about not delivering new cars? Wait, new cars? Are you fucking stupid? Was the Roadster pre-pandemic or post-pandemic, you fucking dumb Elon simp? Yeah, remember when Elon Musk started off by saying he was going to deliver a Roadster or do battery hot swaps, which, like, of course, never came to fruition. They moved on. Or said that he was going to universalize the supercharger stations, and none of that ever came to fruition with the exception of Norway testing it out, only because European countries have at least some level of consumer protection. Remember when all of that fucking happened? And like that all happened, of course, during the pandemic. It's wild. It's wild. Look, Elon Musk is just like every other incredibly successful businessman in the United States of America, a con man. Okay. And when you're really, really good at being a con man, you can get to a level of legitimacy where you are no longer considered a con man and you are now considered a titan of industry. That's how it works. If you stay at the lower levels and you're just fucking doing like MLM schemes or whatever the fuck, then you're just a con man, okay? If you're fucking over other people, you're just a con man. When you get to a certain level of legitimacy and you have an entire fucking army of lawyers and other people that you've hired underneath you, then you're no longer a con man, you're a business titan, okay? It's also fucking additionally hilarious that the government subsidies have kept, or the credit swap, or the energy swap credits that have kept his company afloat in times where he literally was insolvent, okay? Like straight up on the verge of bankruptcy, when he was not delivering any fucking cars whatsoever, when he just kept lying and not delivering shit. He changed it up real fucking quick. What, $5 billion in subsidies so far? And I don't even have a problem with subsidizing renewable energy initiatives. It's just fucking wild that the guy who built every single industry that he has done, every single fucking vertical that he has targeted, is reliant on government subsidies, okay? Every single one. SpaceX is basically outsourcing NASA, okay? Privatizing NASA research, built on the bare bones of NASA, built on fucking scientists that work at JPL. That's one. His the fucking solar panel business, again, built on subsidies, completely and entirely built on subsidies, a massive failure regardless. Same with fucking Tesla. That is how he has done everything. Solar City, yeah. Every single fucking initiative that he has started has relied on the government faucet, okay? And normally I don't have a problem with that unless you are literally also giving back, recognizing that this is important, doing a better job protecting your fucking workers. God damn. People saying, what about PayPal? Like the one fucking instance where he was also aligned with a fuckload of other like actually smart individuals is the one instance where like, yeah, it was successful. PayPal was good. Okay, there you go. Not reliant on government funding. You got me on that one.
To Texas because he does not like all the red tape of California and the high taxes, and there are no state taxes there as well. You know what? The reaction from Republicans was immediate. A number of Republicans, including Representative Lance Gooden, says he hopes Musk will protect free speech. He said the fact that the world's richest man chose to buy outright Twitter rather than develop a new platform shows Twitter's monopoly power. I'm glad Elon Musk is stepping up to protect free speech, but Congress must act to put the rest of big tech in their place.
I'm no Elon fanboy, but SpaceX is legit. The fact that the government uses it takes nothing from that. No, you're misunderstanding. I literally use that as an example of like what I like, okay? Tesla fundamentally is something that I'm in favor of, okay? Solar City is fundamentally something that I'm in favor of. I am in favor of changing our money faucet, this government that is a gigantic fucking money cannon, switching it over from oil and gas, oil, fuel subsidies over to the renewable energy sector, okay? So I'm in favor of that. So you're losing someone like me who's literally in favor of that. Like, that's awesome. That's what I want. That's the shit I do like, okay? I want R&D. I want more energy efficiency. I want to be able to fund and find the best kind of fucking battery power on the EV side, like, and just like renewable energy side in general. It's sick. I'm totally on board with that, except Elon Musk just basically uses that money cannon for enriching himself and basically pumping up his already overinflated, overvalued stock price of Tesla, which is now, it's not a car company, it's actually a technology company, while simultaneously making himself seem like this like billionaire inventor guy when he's not, and not really doing anything that he's supposed to be doing, while shitting on fucking taxes as the wealthiest person on the planet. That is psychotic.
You know, he might be able to bring Twitter to the middle of the road, but what about the other stuff? What about Google? What about all that stuff?
Well, last night, Tucker made a point saying Elon Elon Musk may have bought the largest share of Twitter, but he's also put a big old target on his back. And here's what Tucker said. Listen.
Let's be very clear. This is not a business transaction. It's much bigger than that. Elon Musk is a massive threat to the way things are. So, by definition, it will not be long before they are calling him a racist. You can mark your calendar. Tonight, there are Democratic operatives studying everything Elon Musk has ever said in public. They're preparing one of the nastiest campaigns of character assassination in memory. They have no choice but to do this. Restoring free speech to Twitter is the greatest possible threat to the people in charge. They have to control the information. If they don't, they fall.
It's a great point. It's not that Elon Musk is a conservative per se. It's that he's a free thinker.
Right.
And
First and foremost, in a normal world, you would recognize that a billionaire buying the quote-unquote public square would be seen as a fucking threat in the same exact way that Jeffrey Jebediah Bezos, my fucking Lord and Savior, that beautiful boss of mine, bought fucking Washington Post. That's a threat. That's literally a fucking threat. A billionaire purchasing a messaging software is a huge fucking issue, okay? And every single one of these billionaires does this shit all the goddamn time. They have a profound amount of influence and power. But these goddamn idiotic Republicans that have no fucking, like, not a single fucking shred of dignity or critical thinking are calling that into question. Yeah, dude, he's good because he like is a conservative as a billionaire. That's why he's a good billionaire.
That's what used to be, Twitter used to be an open field of free thought.
Right.
And now the blue check marks like groupthink leftists police that thought, and the corporate types at Twitter have been happy to enforce it. They pushed off Donald Trump. They pushed off a lot of conservatives. If he were to open that up, it opens up the conversation in America. And even if you're not on Twitter, it means that conversation, at the very least, is more even-handed, which was the point to begin with.
Right. You know, there are a lot of observers in that space that say he's expected to use his block of shares to influence the company to a more open model with fewer content moderation measures. I think you, Pete, have been blocked by Twitter.
Yeah.
The former president of the United States, it looks like indefinitely blocked on Twitter. I think it was Kellyanne Conway. No, it was not. It was Monica Crowley yesterday who wondered, she's a former Treasury official, friend of this show. She wondered if Elon Musk would help unfreeze Donald Trump's account, given the fact that if you really want all the opinions out there, she argues, you probably should let the former president come back to Twitter.
We'll see. We'll see. It's very exciting, though, for people who are sick of all the censorship.
You're right, but the left has determined that speech is violence. You know, that's their argument on so many.
Who, like, oh man, I love hearing about the fucking, I love hearing about how the left declares speech being violence from a guy who literally fucking has an aneurysm when someone's like, hey, happy holidays, instead of fucking Merry Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, loving Christmas. Shut the fuck up, dumbass. Shut up. This conversation is so fucking stupid. If you cannot comprehend Elon Musk having a profound amount of power over Twitter, okay, after spending years and years and years talking about how Twitter is a fucking private company, but it's also the marketplace of ideas, or it's actually the town hall. It's actually the town hall. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You just literally are saying it's my guy in power, and that's why it's fine. And by the way, that is the honest American take on this issue. Free speech only fucking matters as far as you can manipulate it for your side. That's it. That's why Nazis regularly talk about how much they love free speech, but like Nazis are not notorious for allowing free speech to happen. It's just that they are using it as an opportunity to gain as much power and as prominence as possible, right? Until they can actually say, fuck free speech. We're not doing that. That's precisely why if you're a revolutionary black organization or a leader of a revolutionary black organization, God forbid a communist one, right? Like a Maoist third worldist one or whatever, you get fucking executed. But if you're the Klan, you get police protection at your rallies. Free speech historically will routinely, almost exclusively protect white supremacists and racist motherfuckers in a white supremacist and racist country, okay?
These things, so if he attempted to bring Donald Trump back, which he should, the target gets even bigger on his back.
But imagine you work at Twitter, right? And you're a super lefty. And you wake up and Elon Musk now owns 4 times more stock than Jack Dorsey, who started the company. And you think, oh, he's going to put
I'm sorry. Elon Musk actually founded Twitter alongside PayPal and alongside Tesla. By the very same logic, you are saying that he founded Tesla and founded PayPal. You know, purchasing stocks is enough to be a co-founder, I think. So
us more in the center. If you work at Twitter, what are you thinking today?
Well, it depends on, I guess, what your politics are.
You should
think
be
we know
happy
what
about it,
they are.
but no, you're not.
Bro, I can't tell if she's literally this fucking stupid or if someone, unironically, one of the producers was like, I know you're actually a brilliant person, but you have to play the role of a dumb bimbo for our audience. I'm sorry, call me sexist if you want. I didn't want to say anything, but her fucking feedback in a group of troglodytes, brain-rotted troglodytes like these two fucking dinguses, has somehow been literally so fucking dumb that it comes across as like out of pocket. It's wild, dude. How the fuck? What is going on? I do not believe she is this fucking stupid. I think that they are telling her to play this role. She cannot be this fucking stupid. So fucking stupid that these two, like I said, brain-broken troglodytes right here look like fucking geniuses next to her. Holy shit. This literally fucking, what's his face? Douche over here, douchey, says, what do you think super leftists think when they found out that Elon bought it? I'm soy-facing. And then she's like, well, I guess it depends on their politics. You didn't say anything. You literally didn't say anything. You just repeated what he said. You didn't even repeat what he said. You just took politics, like one word, and repeated that word. Look at this.
What are you thinking today?
Well, it depends on, I guess, what your politics are.
That was the question, dumbass. Say something racist. The fuck are you doing? It's not that hard. Literally just say something racist. Say something transphobic. Like, I don't understand. It's so easy to be a conservative commentator. What the fuck is wrong with you? Conservatives need you, Hasan. Be the better commentator, Lamau. Dude, I could fucking destroy it, dude. I would kill it so fucking hard as a conservative commentator. It is so easy. It is so profoundly easy to be a good conservative commentator, dude. Oh, the other part about the Elon Musk thing was this one. Elon Musk got his wealth by being born into a family of apartheid South African emerald mine owners, scamming people with PayPal, and then the state for billions in subsidies, and is now using that wealth to buy shares in Twitter, all to make sure this won't ever happen again. This was Existential Comics who fucking posted, the government invested more money in Tesla and SpaceX than you by far. They have no voting shares because you sell off overinflated stocks to keep public from having a say in your publicly funded companies. Subsidies are a drop in the bucket. That article was pushed as propaganda to counter the IMF study showing fossil fuel subsidies to be $5 trillion a year. Even if the $4.9 billion was true, combined market cap of Tesla and SpaceX is $80 billion. Where did that $75 billion come from, asshat? Jesus, dude, market cap isn't what was invested. You put in like $70 million of the money you got from ripping people off with PayPal. The government put in $500 million. If you allowed that money to be vested into shares, they would own part of that market cap. No use arguing with a chimp. You're blocked. Elon Musk was so butthurt about this Existential Comics tweet that he literally went back in 2021 to an argument from 2018 and he replied to it where he said, combined Tesla plus SpaceX market cap is now over 1.2 trillion, which means 4.9 billion is less than 0.4% of combined company value. Elon Musk is also butthurt from the last time he was like the villain. I said he was like the villain from Atlas Shrugged. That he went back and replied to a thread 3 years later. It just goes to show no matter how much you win at life, you can still be a loser in your heart is almost inspiring. For a detailed overview and deconstruction of Elon Musk's grift persona, from his family background to the lies about him being raised poor all the way up to Tesla and his reliance on state subsidies, see the clips and information in this thread. Only 3 certainties in life, okay? Or 4, actually. Death and taxes is not a complete list, okay? Death, taxes, and squirrel posting about posting Noam Chomsky videos, okay? These are the certainties in life. And of course, if you're asking what the 4th one is, it's the top of the hour. A lot of you fucking figured that out already. God damn it. Where there's a 60-second ad break. And if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. Obviously, you can do that for $5 or you can do that for free with a Twitch Prime.